Right, welcome to the stream, welcome to the live, welcome to the channel. Um, we all watched the game today and we all saw what happened in that game. It's nothing new, nothing special. We all saw exactly what happened in that game. We all knew Manchester United will always turn up against any team above them. So, what we saw today is nothing special. It's just how the team's supposed to play. It's how you're set up to play. It's how things will pan out to become. If you think about it, every time we play a team above us or a team in the top six, we always tend to get results or come out with a draw. We hardly lose a game against those teams above us in the top six, whatever you want to call it. Um, but he did apologize today for the worst season ever. He, he did. He definitely apologized, and you could tell by the reception at the ground, the fans were with him, always with him, and I've always been with him. So all I can say is these players, this team, this coach, I'm over the moon. I'm happy to see the back of this season. Back of this season. I'm so glad that the season is over, especially for Manchester United and for some of us. Because I've never ever thought I could see Manchester United struggle to this level, especially after a new manager or new coach comes in. Because normally you get the bounce, the new manager bounce, where teams just pick up. You know, they go on a streak, they go on a winning streak, 4 or 5 games, winning them with with no pressure, as we've seen at Everton when Moyes came in, bam, bam, bam. He won a few games and he's still winning games. And he won his last game today. By the way, Ashley Young finally played his last game for Everton. How old is the guy? 40 something? Fair play to Ashley Young, man. Respect, big respect to Young. He's a United legend. He's probably a Aston Villa legend, and also now Evertonian. Um, the way he's looked after himself, I can only imagine a lot of these players now, these young players, close to that. I think he's almost 40 actually, young. Let us know if you know what his age is, because I can, do a quick search actually, but yeah. So, but as I was saying, the bounce, the new manager's bounce. We saw that at Everton, we saw that at Bournemouth, we saw that at West Ham, we saw that at different clubs, this season where they got rid of the managers, the new managers came in and they start winning games straight away, right? But at United, it was the opposite. Whatever happened, whether this is planned, whether this is orchestrated right from the top, the owners, Herrera, Jason, you name them, the guys at the top, whether this was part of the plan to get United to hit rock bottom before something can be done. I don't know. It's on and off the pitch. We just went on a rampage. The owners sacking people left and right, the staffs. It's nearly 400 to 500 staffs now. Have lost their jobs at United. 400 to 500. And there's more cuts to come. It's not over yet. more people will be losing their jobs. Um, the only people that will survive are probably the people working in the kiosks, to serve the food in the boxes. And that on and off the pitch, it's nothing good about United these days. Nothing good. I'm struggling to think about something good that's come out of United this season. I am struggling to think. I can't find anything that is good that's come out of Manchester United. Even when they announced the new stadium, I knew it was just to silence some of us or to please certain people, to please to let them feel like, oh look, we're the biggest club, we're gonna get the biggest stadium, the most beautiful stadium in the world, and in the Premier League, new facilities, almost like a shopping mall, the dome. It's like they just did it to silence certain set of fans, and we all got excited. We all celebrated because we thought, this was coming. And they said it would take 5 years. It's looking like a 50-year project because I can't think of a place where Jim Ratcliffe will get that money from. All the Glazers putting in their own money in there. I know the government is contributing some of it, right? And before you start talking about taxpayers' money, Manchester City are playing in a council house because that was paid for by the taxpayer. West Ham, West Ham Stadium is also paid for by the taxpayers. So there are a few clubs around, really, that on certain stadiums, certain grounds that's paid for near you. And every penny that we pay towards taxes was contributed towards building those grounds. You know. So yeah, um, the talk of the new stadium was all just a farce to silence some of us and to please some of the other people. Some of us might not be around when that stadium is finished, when they complete building it. Kids might come, you know, and witness it, but some of us might not be around when the new stadium is finally, or Old Trafford is demolished. And by the way, I love what Everton has done um, to their old ground. They've given it to the girls. The girls will be playing their football there. That's a mark of respect, and that tells you Everton are taking the women's football game seriously more than the big boys. It's like Everton won. I mean, Arsenal won the Champions League yesterday for the girls, and then Everton are the first to say, okay, this is your ground. You can own it. You can play your football here, right? For now, because it's gonna take a lot to upkeep that stadium. It's gonna take a lot, but the more they do stuff like that, the more people will turn up to watch the women's game. More and more people will turn up to watch the women's game, and revenues will start picking up, will start coming in, and they'll get paid nicely. Because at the minute, the women are not getting paid anything at all, if you think about it. But again, there's an argument to be made on that. That's a conversation for another day. Back to United. Where do you think Manchester United will finish next season? What's the target for next season? What's the aim? Where do you think? You know, What if you were the owner? What target would you give Amorim? You say top four? Because Chelsea did it with Maresca. So Maresca was never asked to win the Premier League. Was never asked to win the Champions League or Conference League or any title. They just asked him to finish top four. I think top four was the plan for them this season, Chelsea, and he's done that. Playing European football at the same time, he's done it. So would that be the case for Manchester United with no European football? Would you say the target is for Amorim to finish top four, win the FA Cup, or win the League Cup, or even top three? Is that too much to ask for? I don't know. If you sign the players that he needs and they back him, the club backs him, would you say top four or top four with the League Cup or the FA Cup? And what if he spent all that money? 10th? Okay. With his own players next season, you think 10th will be wow? Okay, with his own players, 10th. You think finishing 10th? Ah, well, from what we've seen this season, so I won't put that past 10th. I will roll it out to be honest with you, but I believe he can do better than 10th next season. Some help from the refs. Come on, Mark. We hardly get any decisions go you know United's way. You know that. Come on, Mark. Top four trophy with Amorim. Yes, yes, Sam. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. Top four with either the League Cup or the FA Cup. I'll take that. There's no pressure for him to win the Premier League, the Premier League right now. No pressure. I'll go with the same project. Chelsea, I've gone with so far. If you think about it, Chelsea only asked for top four. They didn't ask for any trophies. They didn't ask for anything else. They wanted European football, and they got European football. So I think with money, with a bit of money, give him the players, three, four players. Mark. I'm being serious, Sam. You know, Mark. I know you want to troll us, right? Have fun this season. You've had your fun. Um, you definitely had your fun this season, but next season will be a different ball game, right? You've had your fun. You trolling us, but top four I can see that because there's no European football. We're not playing anything else apart from domestic. We're not playing any other matches in European football, uh, Europa League, Conference League, or Champions League. We're not in any of those. So I believe top four finish, like Sam said there, with a trophy is possible. And I know he's gonna sign Cunha. Cunha is coming, definitely coming to United. So that would help. I know we're gonna get a striker, a prolific striker that's gonna be scoring goals, banging goals. Thank you, Kenneth. Top four, yeah. So we're getting a few top fours. Mark, you're just trolling us. Yeah. But is it why not? You got to think about next season. A lot of teams are in Europe, right? We've got 5 places in the Champions League. Let me just confirm that. 5 teams qualified for the Champions League. Let's have a look at the table. So we've got Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Newcastle United. They've all gone to the Champions League, and we have Aston Villa qualify for the Europa League, and yeah, Forest qualify for Conference League. So the winner of the Europa League, by the way, again, they're in Europe. Tottenham, we bottled it against them. So you can see where this is going. They've got more games to play next season. All of these teams I've mentioned, they have so many games to play next season. Brighton might even go to the Conference League. Brighton might even qualify. Mark. That's true. It's not gonna have no place to hide, right? Absolutely, 100%. The Cunha deal, you know, anything right now for United feels like a blessing. No player, no player, right? I wasn't expecting any player to say, I want to sign for United, I want to play for United. Unless Cunha has been offered a very good package, right? And so, or Amorim is really good at talking to people and sold him a dream to say, come on, play here. We've got no Champions League, we've got no European football, but this is a project. You're going to be the main guy, you're going to be the face of United, which is absolutely not true. You can't be the face of United. I'm not 100% convinced about Cunha because his behavior has been put under questioning and whatever. But I think he's going to come to United. His next step is to get United into the European places, whatever. But I think Cunha belongs overseas. He belongs either somewhere in Spain. I can see him moving to Spain because if he performs well at United, I guarantee you, even though he's 25 now, which is this is peaking now. He's peaking. You know, if he performs well at United, he might end up in Spain. But Gary of all people, Gary of all people, Gary didn't win anything as a coach, so Amorim has got medals and trophies to present and say, "Listen, I won this in Portugal." It might be Farmers League, but he won something there. Gary can't say the same thing for domestic or overseas. He can't say anything. He went to Spain. It was it was a catastrophe. All right, he ran back home to become a pundit. So I agree with you. Yeah, this season shows that Amorim is the worst managers we've had in the Premier League, not just at Manchester United, in the Premier League. Paul Joel was better than him, according to stats. Paul, if you know who Paul Joel is, if you remember him, Wigan Paul, you know, Sam Allardyce at, what do you call it, Bolton days. Yeah, they were winning football as well with JJ Okocha and them other guys. And you think about Tony Pulis. Um, but what do you think? Where do you think genuinely the problem lies with Amorim tactics? Because for me, I feel like he's just stubborn. He's just a stubborn guy. He's just stubborn. So we've got top four no trophy. We've got 10th with the help of the refs by Mark, who I believe is just trolling us. He knows. I think Mark, you feel threatened already. You feel like, you know, this is gonna hurt your team. I feel like you're worried about United already for next season. Projecting, I can see you finishing 10th, and we'll be here to watch it. And me and you or whoever else will discuss it. We'll discuss the same thing next season. Um, so this, he apologized for the performance, and he promised that next season the good days are coming. So you've been warned, Mark. You've been warned. The good days are coming next season, mate. Right? You know what? Personally, I said yesterday, the only way I can call him a manager if he, if Ruben wins a trophy next season. That's the only apology I can accept from him. Oh man, oh my days. Oh. When did we become the banter club? When did people start bantering Manchester United? People used to hate us, right, for winning, for being all this, for being untouchable. We've gone from that to becoming the banter club. Gucci Graham. Um, Amorim doesn't even wear Gucci. He wears Paul Smith, mate. It's Paul Smith. Get your facts straight. He looks like Gucci, but it's not. And he wears Paul Smith. Um, he said the good days are coming next season. He did say we're in for a storm this season, and he delivered a storm. Probably worse than any storm you could ever think of in football terms. He did say the storm was coming. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. We here. Big shout out. But yeah, Amorim did promise us the storm, and he gave us the storm of our lives, man. And I can't believe it. And I know people that match going fans that stopped going to football to stadium. I know because they were so pissed off. They couldn't hack it. They couldn't handle the pressure. I went to a couple of matches myself, to be honest with you. But you know, hopefully next season I'll be going to more. I can go to more. Um, but you go to a football match to have fun. So I was even scared to take my son because I don't want to see him crying when we lose. You know, well, what a way to introduce your son. What a team to introduce your son to. We had fun watching United growing up. You know, David Beckham. You know, I had a David Beckham jersey was the first one I had. My mum bought me. Um, I enjoyed watching David Beckham. I enjoyed watching the Ryan Giggs, the Paul Scholes, and all of them. But I'm terrified to take my son to a football match at Old Trafford. Yeah, he gets a Ronaldo shirt or whatever. But I'm terrified to take him to watch the match, watch him cry, suffer the way we suffer now as adults. He's only son in four, but he knows a lot now about football. He talks about football a lot. He plays football himself. And whenever he wakes up in the morning, he check YouTube, he sees the scores. Dad, United lose? Like, yeah, story of our lives, mate. Um, but yo, Mark Williams, the good days are coming. I think you worried about United coming back next season. Um, MLR, Mark Roberts saying, what do you think? Where do you think Manchester United will finish next season? I know you're a City fan. I know you've already qualified for the Champions League. I believe you'll be one of the biggest competitions next season. You might even win the title again, take it away from Liverpool because Pep is capable of doing anything. But where do you guys think Manchester United will finish next season? Or what would be the ideal position you want to see the club next season? For myself, I want to see the club sold, you know, to the man from Qatar. Yeah, let's not talk about the losses Manchester United have suffered this season. Because I can tell you, right, his record Amorim's record. I can give you the record actually. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Is my stream lagging? Let me know, guys, if I'm lagging. Is it late? Yeah, I can see it lagging. Anyway, we'll have to wait for that to load up. So we've got Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Chelsea, Newcastle, all qualify for the Champions League, including Spurs as well. And we've got Villa, Forest, Villa for Europa League, Nottingham Forest for Europa League today. If you watch it, but anything new. That's how we played against City. That's how we played against Arsenal. That's how we played against Liverpool. That's how we played against all the other teams above us, other teams below us. Even Bournemouth whipped us. Oh my days. We're gonna be playing. No, that's not how we're gonna be playing. These players were so embarrassing today. They had to play to save their own, faces. And the other thing I saw, everyone was applauding Garnacho. They were applauding Garnacho, right? Okay, I'm all about player being, speak your mind, speak your truth, be honest with yourself. But the way this fan base react to Garnacho's speech about you'll see what happens next season. The kid doesn't want to stay at United, he doesn't want to play for Manchester United. And the way they reacted to Garnacho, and you see the way they reacted to Rashford, it's the opposite. No wonder we're in this position where we are. The guy started the game today, Ruben, with no academy player, not a single academy player. He started, and he did the same thing at the Europa League. Either is doing it to allow these other players to shine and maybe attract a few clubs to come for them. Either that's why he's doing it, or he's deliberately making the academy players angry and feel some hunger in them so that when they come in next season or whatever, they'll perform. People like Kobe. So yeah, Mark Williams has bantered me and it disappeared, but I don't blame him because my stream was playing up. Um, and it's still playing up. It's something to do with the provider, the network provider is having some issues. I'm just checking my speed now to see where we are. Um, speed check, speed check, speed check. Says everything looks good on. Oh, okay. Um, just give us 2 minutes, 2 sec. See if it looks good. It's not happening, mate. Okay. I think I know what you mean now, Mike. I know what you mean. Um, my internet's gone again, pal. I need to call in and complain tomorrow. I might get some compensation because this is unacceptable. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I might have to restart my router as well. Oh my goodness, I might lose this chat, this stream. Fans are really responding to him. Can you guys hear that speech? Can you hear what he's saying? The 2 victories and 1 draw. He's talking about the games where Rashford scored 2 goals, 3 goals for him. This guy's shameless, man. The good days are coming. I hope so. I do hope the good days are coming. Any disaster. You see what he did there? I know exactly what he's done there with that line. If there's any club in the world that can overcome this a disaster, it's Manchester United. If you know, did apologize to the players as well. He did give a little bit of an apology to the players. Was Sir Alex in the stadium today? My internet is on red. The stream is on red. So there's no internet at all. There's no connection coming through. I can copy this now. Bear with me, please. He's a true politician, innit? Mark, let me know if you can see the chat now. I think it's gone through. Um, right, guys, I'm just watching the speech again over and over. I still don't know what to make of it. I felt like he didn't take any responsibility for his own actions. He did a bit of an apology, but a light one. He could have turned around and looked at them straight in their eyes, and go, you know what, guys, I'm sorry. I wasn't fair most of the, press conferences I did. But you know, it happened because we were all in a difficult place. But that speech there he gave for me is just it's painting over the cracks in it all over. I'm not gonna sit here and go, it's Amorim out, 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 because I know even if he try, the guy is not capable of managing himself out, out of a job. We can see that. We all know that. Yes, yes, can see it. Yes, thank you. Um, Mark Williams, I know you've gone now, but thanks for engaging with us today. Ridwan, Kenneth, and a few others as well that's joined the chat earlier on. I do apologize. My internet keeps going up and down due to Sky having problems today all around the country. It's not just me. Even MLR Photography is experiencing some issues as well with his connection at home. But yeah, I keep watching the speech, and it's not speeching for me. But we'll take it because it's the end of the season now. There's not much we can do, and I've seen some players start turning up today, start playing as if um, they've been playing the same way all season. But one player I'm most impressed by is Dogo. He's bags of potential, bro. The guy's got potential in him, right? But it's difficult for players like that to come into the Premier League and get dropped in the deep end and playing alongside some awful players. But the players are not awful, by the way, at United. Just playing with players that not got the right mindset. And slowly, slowly, they'll drag him into the same pit where we develop the same mindset. I think that's what we need. Amorim needs to try and do. He's come to the club the first couple of months, 3 months, just bashing his players as if he's already got 500 million to spend to replace them. But that's not the case, as we've seen. Jim Ratcliffe is not going to give it 500 million, 300 million to go spend new players. He's not going to do that. I don't know about you guys, but he needs to build relationship, player manager relationship. He needs that, not just with his fellow countrymen, because that's what it's. I've seen him. He's done that over and over. Build a relationship with his fellow countrymen. Just yeah. He's building a relationship with Dalo and Bruno, but not the rest of the other guys. So how do you think the other guys will feel? Do you think they want to play for you? Do you think they want to work for you? Do you think these guys will care about what you say? Because at the end of the day, they're still getting paid, even if you bash them in public. They're raking in millions every year. You know, it needs to build the same relationship with all the other players. And from a coach point of view, from a management point of view, Amorim doesn't need to manage every single player. He needs to let the players manage some of the players. Some of the things that he says in public, he should be saying those things to his senior players. Then allow his senior players to go on then and speak to the youth. You know what I mean? The younger players. And when that happens, that's when you get the player manager trust. They show that you trust them. They want to play for you because they know he's giving respect to the senior players, and those senior players they will look. You know what I mean? Perfect, mate. Thank you. Thank you, by the way, Mark, for helping me out with this stream in the background. Um, so we finally made it. Stream looking crispy. Let's change this. But yeah, so he needs to build player, coach, or manager relationships. He needs that for next season. I hope he learns from this, and I hope he recovers from this. I hope he start winning games next season. No delays, no nothing. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We just want to see results. Tell us how you're going to win. Are you going to outplay your peers, your colleagues? Amorim. Tell us how you're going to do it. We don't want to hear anything else. Just tell United fans how you're going to make it work for us. What's next? What's next for the team? You know what I mean? Because we want to see more from you. I actually want him to succeed because it's not nice to come to a new league and underperforming and being labeled the worst manager ever to grace the Premier League. I don't think it's a nice place to be. But at the same time, you can't help and think, he, he brought this upon himself. You know, he could have handled this a lot better, so much better than the way he did the first 3 months of his tenure at United. He's not done that. But it is what it is now. He's done. He's done. What more can he do now is stay focused for next season. Help his players play next season. Get a few new players, build a culture, and let them know that you're the boss. They have to respect you, regardless of if you're 6 foot, 5 foot, you're the boss. And if you're getting backing from, if you've been backed by the owners and everybody else around you, man, you gotta do it. You know. But the owners cannot manage the behaviors. It's your job to manage the behaviors within the team. And it's your job to build the relationships within the team. The owners cannot do that for you. They can back you, make a decision, but guess what? When they back you and you don't improve, you don't show them that you're capable of delivering what they're asking for, then you'll be out. So next season for me, like I said before, is top four and a trophy. You got the FA Cup for the League Cup because we're not talking about Europe. You don't deserve to be in Europe at all. Smashing, mate. Thank you. Thank you for your help, Mark. Thank you. Top four and the FA Cup and the League Cup would do. And the other guy said 10th with the help of refs, referees, or VAR. Bro, we don't even get decisions that goes our way. United, since I think was it Klopp? Klopp said something about Manchester United getting all the decisions via decisions. Since then, VAR, the committee, it's like they hated United. They want to see the downfall of United. No decision until today. We got a penalty, which was blatant penalty, by the way. They couldn't hide it. They couldn't reject it, so they had to give the penalty. Um, but we don't get penalties, are we? It's Liverpool that gets all of those, and you can tell they wanted them to, win it. But also, you could tell today it looks like they didn't want Aston Villa to qualify for another European competition or the Champions League this season. So either the guys at Chelsea has done something with the VAR team, the board, because even though Aston Villa were poor today, if they had scored that goal, it would have been a different story, possibly. But they were really poor. United deserved to win, by the way. We deserve to win that game, by the way we played today, which is how we play against each top 16. Um, but anything below us, we play like, Sunday League. We don't even deserve to be in the league, you know. Um, but Aston Villa were really outdone by that goal. And those refs, this is what I was saying today, I think. If you make a mistake like that, they should call you in front of the cameras, ask you questions, answer the questions, why you make that decision, why did you make the decision? Explain yourself, because you can't just go do something like that. That's gonna cost Aston Villa over 100 million, and the potential of keeping their big players as well as signing big players. He might look for Champions League club because he wants to play Champions League football. Rashford is definitely not gonna stay at Villa, unless they pay him enough money. But if you're talking Champions League football, Marcus Rashford might not stay at Aston Villa. Asensio might not stay at Aston Villa. So that goal and that ref ruined it for them, and it's gonna cost them a lot. So I don't know if Villa, if there's room to sue the FA for loss of earnings or the Premier League. Can you sue them because you missed out on a place in the Champions League? Is that something Villa can explore? They got to give them some sort of compensation for it, because there was nothing wrong with the goal. It wasn't a foul. We Manchester United, we've got the worst goalkeepers in the whole of Europe. The only goalkeeper I can think of was done United keepers is the one I watched the other day that plays for Cagliari in Italy when they played against Napoli. That keeper was so poor. I was thinking, oh my days, Onana, he makes Onana looks good. But again, that keeper had not played football for since I think since December the 20th. Since they had a lone keeper from Napoli. And the only reason why they played him because Napoli didn't allow him to play against them, and also the guys were always scared. If you if Napoli beat you, or if you beat Napoli, you'll never return to Napoli again. Even the city, if he's got families in the city, he'll probably be worried about them because they apparently that fan base, you don't mess about with them. So that's the only keeper I can think of. I think his name is Sherry, Calary goalkeeper. Um, it's the only one I can think of that's worse than the goalkeepers we've got United. Ryan there, he needs to just go. They need to sell him, or even let him go for free. Um, he could have cost us again that game today. He could have cost us that game, even though the game is pointless anyway. I don't know why they just didn't let Villa win, because psychologically, if Villa had won this, today, this game today, there's a potential Marcus Rashford will have signed for them because of the Champions League football. But now, how are you going to get rid of Rashford? 25% pay cut coming off their wages. You think he's going to take another pay cut to join another club? I doubt it. He's not going to do it. You will run through his contract. That's what Rashford is going to do. But if you let them win today, we have. But now, that's not going to happen, is it? That's not going to happen all because you want to show that you're happy with your players. Your players want to show that they're happy to stay at the club, which we know they do. A lot of them are leaving because of the 25% pay cut. Onana already, there are rumors that Onana is leaving because he can't afford to take 25% pay cut for not qualifying for Euro. So he's looking to go to Saudi. Camacho already is not on a big wage, so he's not going to take a 25% pay cut. You'd rather go elsewhere where he's going to get paid more money. And a ready-made team, by the way. Messi Mount needs to take a pay cut. Luke Shaw needs to go. And we already saving money with Ericsson leaving, Evans going, Lindelof going. And I've heard something again today. The goalkeeper, Tom Hayden, is not leaving. They want to give him another contract, another year. Please make that make sense. Okay, he's a senior player. He can help the youngsters coming through. But that's why you've got coaches as well. You know, Tom Hayden, he's not even bothered about playing. He just sits there. He's not bothered about England competition. Because England plays, he knows he's not number one keeper for England either. But we are going to renew his contract. So there were no goodbyes from him today. But there were goodbyes from Johnny Evans. It doesn't look like he's leaving. He should be going, Casemiro. We should be selling him. We should be looking at selling him. But I think he's going to be there next season. I mean, I will agree that we need to mix it, youth and experience. Yes, I will agree to that. But when he takes a pay cut, would he take a pay cut to stay at United, Casemiro? I don't know. With the 25%, but he probably would because he looks like he loves the club. He loves Manchester. His family are well settled. I've got itchy ears. Hay fever is coming through, man. Sorry. He looks like he seriously loves the club, and his family are settled in Manchester. And I don't think if he goes to Saudi, he'll still leave his family in the UK. But the pay cut, he'll probably take a pay cut. Bruno will probably take a pay cut. But I don't know. If they offer United 120 million for Bruno, why not take it and get 2 or 3 players off that are actually going to fit Amorim's system? Because Bruno doesn't look like he suits that system either. He doesn't look like it. But 100 million, 120 million, get that for Bruno. Get 4, 5, 2, 3 players that can play with more energy, with more pace. Or we should be selling Casemiro and leave Bruno. Missing Mount probably should be going. Luke Shaw off the doors, mate. Harry Maguire, yeah, he's done us some good stuff this season. But we can't keep relying on the defenders to score goals to rescue your career. That's what we've seen. That's what we've seen. When he's desperate, he sends the defenders up top. Go on, go rescue me. And that's not just him. Other managers have done in the past that, People that have managed Manchester United in the past, they've done it using the big lads. David Moyes did it, and he's doing it again at Everton, where he's sending big boys to go up top, and they became bullies. He bullied us, and he did it with what's his name? Fellaini. Mourinho did it with Fellaini as well. So using the big boys up top, that's not manager tactics. That's just desperation out of desperation. The manager's desperate because that's why they use it. But we can't keep relying on defenders to go score goals to rescue you. You need to get technical players, players that are good ball carriers, players that can hold the ball up top. No, not Rasmus, by the way. Hoyland is shite. It's rubbish. Um, None of that. The guy's never in the box. He's never in the box. Never. You see that? I describe him as a police officer. When there's a crime being committed else some place, the police are always the last people to turn up. If somebody was trying to break into my house now, I'll call the police. They'll be the last people to turn up. And that's Hoyland. In the box, he's always the last man to turn up. So that's why he misses all his chances. He doesn't take them. Doesn't take any of his chances. Yeah. And thank you for the likes. Thank you you know, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing the stream. If you have any questions for us, please give us a shout. Please let us know what's next for us. It's bank holiday today, bank holiday Monday. Kids are off school, but some of us are still working tomorrow. So I've got a shift in the morning at 10 o'clock. But I might go for a run in the morning just to clear my head. I might go for a run towards Old Trafford, and I might go live around that area. I might stream for a good maybe 25 minutes from Old Trafford live in the morning. So let us know if you have any questions for us in the morning when I'm there. I can pick up some answers for you. But yeah, again, shout out to everyone that's been in the chat. Shout out to everyone that's watched. Shout out to everyone that's helped me set up especially Mac. Yeah, 1 win in 10 games against a 10-man Aston Villa side with a few dubious referee decisions, and United are back again. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying United are back again. No. In fact, this win today just tells you or shows you exactly why we need to sign more players. Because the way those players look so happy today, I don't like it. They've not been smiling. They've not smiled all season. What's going on? Who are you trying to fool? You're not fooling any of us. We know most of you want to leave. We know most of you are going to leave. We know most of you will not take the 25% pay cut to stay at Manchester United. We don't love the club that much. No, no. You're not fooling anyone. You're not fooling us. So I'm not sure why some people were celebrating today when United won against Aston Villa. Why? Why were you celebrating? Let us know. And I saw some banners today as well. They were asking for refunds for the Europa League final. Yo, some of you are shameless, bro. Are you gonna ask for a refund for a match you've watched? Are you gonna ask for a refund for every single match Manchester United lose? What is wrong with people? This guy was asking for a refund because he went to Bilbao and watched the finals and United lost. He's asking for £900. Bro, you're asking for £900 refund. Jim Ratcliffe cannot even afford to buy the staff sandwiches. You're asking for £900 refund. Where? Who told you to go watch the match? Who told you to spend £900? You did it because you love the club. And if they refund everyone, how do you think they're gonna run the club? How do you think Manchester United is run? For free? You think Manchester United is run for free as a football club? Nah, make that make sense. These guys, man. Shamelessly, shamelessly holding the banner up there. If I can find a picture, I'll share it. Actually, I'll show you guys. Holding the banner up there. Can I get a refund, please, for the Bilbao game because you lost because we missed on the barbecue? Bro, go make your own barbecue. Have some shame, man. Have some respect. Asking for a refund because we lost to Tottenham. You should be asking for a refund for your season ticket all season, bro, or cancel your season ticket if you're gonna make them suffer. Not ask for a refund for one match. Think about it. Not about refund. Yeah? Have some shame and have some respect. We already know the club is broke. You trying to take some more? Trying to take something that's no longer yours? How? You've paid. You drove to Bilbao. You got a ticket for the ferry and everything. You crossed the borders to support your team. Well done. Fair play to you. But don't come back holding a banner up there. What the hell is wrong with people, man? The club is already struggling. I know it's not your problem, but it's the Glazers' fault. Embarrassing. Stop. Stop asking for refunds. So what's next then for the club? Where do we go from here? That's the question I'll be asking tomorrow. And I'm asking about running tomorrow. Right. Shall we watch a bit of the goals? This is buffering again. You mad? Vote for your Premier League goal of the month. What have you got?